Garrison Keillor, the former host of A Prairie Home Companion, has been fired by Minnesota Public Radio over allegations of inappropriate behavior with an individual who worked with him, the broadcaster said Wednesday. Keillor told the Associated Press of his firing in an email. In a follow-up statement, he says he was fired over a story that I think is more interesting and more complicated than the version NPR heard. It's some sort of poetic irony to be knocked off the air by a story, having told so many of them myself, but I'm 75 and don't have any interest in arguing about this. And I cannot in conscience bring danger to a great organization I've worked hard for since 1969, Keillor said. A person could not hope for more than what I was given, he said. NPR did not provide details about the allegations in its statement, but Keillor told a local Minnesota newspaper that he had been accused of touching a woman's bare back. I put my hand on a woman's bare back, he told the Star Tribune in an email. I meant to pat her back after she told me about her unhappiness and her shirt was open and my hand went up at about 6 inches. She recoiled. I apologized. I sent her an email of apology later and she replied that she had forgiven me and not to think about it. We were friends. We continued to be friendly right up until her lawyer called. NPR said that it had been notified of the allegation last month, and that it had retained an outside law firm to conduct an investigation, which continues. Keillor created and hosted the folksy radio variety program A Prairie Home Companion in 1974 and hosted it until 2016, when he turned over the reins to the musician Chris Thile. The popular program featured performances of folk music, skits, and Keillor's storytelling about a fictionalized Minnesota town called Lake Wobegon. NPR will terminate its contracts with Keillor and his media companies, stop rebroadcasting Keillor-hosted episodes of A Prairie Home Companion, and change the name of the show's current iteration. Keillor has also produced another radio show and podcast, The Writer's Almanac, since 1993. NPR said it would no longer distribute or broadcast that show, which features poetry and tidbits about history. While we appreciate the contributions Garrison has made to NPR and to all of public radio, we believe this decision is the right thing to do and is necessary to continue to earn the trust of our audiences, employees, and supporters of our public service, the NPR president, John McTaggart, said in a statement. Keillor is just the latest powerful man in media and entertainment to face career repercussions over allegations of sexual misconduct in recent months. Also on Wednesday, the longtime Today Show host Matt Lauer was fired by NBC News over allegations of inappropriate sexual behavior. Keillor weighed in on the rash of allegations and firings himself on Tuesday, when he wrote an op-ed for The Washington Post defending Al Franken, the U.S. Senator and former comedian who has been accused of sexual misconduct by several women. Leanne Tweeden, a Los Angeles-based news anchor, shared a photograph of Franken appearing to grope her breasts while she slept in a plane following a USO tour performing for troops.